Last ever game, rugby league game at this ground?
Don't know, it's being pushed back on it.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Bootham Crescent for this round 25 Betfred Championship game between York City Knights and Featherstone Rovers. The team lineups this afternoon, first of all for the York City Knights, at full back is Matthew Marsh, on the wings Will Oakes and Perry Whiteley, in the centres Liam Salter and Jason Bass. Standoff is Liam Harris, scrum half Connor Robinson, on props are Ronan Dixon and Graham Horn, hooker is Will Jubb, second row Joe Porter and Sam Scott, loose forward is Tim Spears, on the interchange Chris Bryning, Jordan Baldwinson, Marcus Stock and Jack Teenby. Head coach is James Ford. Featherstone Rovers lineup at fullback Ash Golding, on the wings Jack Render and Jack Johnson, in the centres Alex Sutcliffe and Conor Carey, standoff Dane Chisholm, scrum half is Callum McClelland, props are Wellington Albert and James Harrison, hooker is Cameron King, second row Brad Day and Josh Walters, loose forward is James Lockwood, on the interchange Luke Cooper, John Davis, Connor Jones and Makahesi Makatoa, head coach Ryan Carr. Referee this afternoon is, can't find the referee on the team sheet. We shall confirm the referee in a moment. Anyway, this is Rovers TV. Welcome to Bootham Crescent, or those that are listening, for this massive game. I'm Joanne Fitzpatrick. On commentary today is Harry. Hello, Harry.
Good afternoon, Joe.
Just saying what a massive game this is. Featherstone Rovers and York City Knights all vying for the places in that top five. York sitting above Featherstone in fourth at the minute, but if Featherstone win this, they could go fourth, and if the result goes right between Lee and Widnes, even possibly third. Yeah,
it's a big game today. I mean, I think Sheffield and Bradford, I think if they lose or fail to win this weekend, they'll be both out of that race. But with the playoffs, the way it works, the higher up you finish, the more advantage you get, because you might get a home tie. So yeah, a win today would definitely leapfrog York, and we just need Widnes to do us a favour against Lee.
And Ryan Carr, after that great victory last week against Swinton, it was a much larger margin than anybody was expecting, that win over Swinton last week, over 60 points put on against them. He's made no changes to the starting lineup, quite understandably.
Yeah, you don't want to rock the boat too much when you don't want to change a winning side. I know Josh Hardcastle is fit again, but he's missed out this week, and I just think Carey doesn't want to change too much. How can you, though? The way we played last week, we were fantastic.
They were, and absolutely on fire. Referee is Mr. T. Grant today, Tom Grant. We've found him. So apologies about that. He wasn't named on the team sheet, but we have now found out that it is Mr. Grant. So yeah, massive game. Featherstone, we're just looking at the try scorers, and a lot of them bolstered their try scoring tallies, didn't they, last week? Cameron King got a couple to bring him up to 15 tries. He's the leading try scorer of the season for Featherstone Rovers, but we've got a few on 10 tries. Alex Sutcliffe, Conor Carey, Dane Chisholm and Brad Day, and Brad Day had an excellent game last week, didn't he?
Yeah, he was fantastic, and it's good that the second rows can get up there and can get tries themselves. So we've got tries coming from all over the pitch, and I think if you score points, you're going to win games, and that's what we're doing. We emphatically beat Swinton last week.
Featherstone Rovers take to the field for this round 25 game, led by James Lockwood, the captain. York City Knights still to come out. They'll be led by Tim Spears, who was captain at Featherstone Rovers for many a year. Was Tim prior to that being a player there, so he knows about the Featherstone Rovers ethos, does Tim. But Featherstone already got 2 wins against York this season in the bag. They'll be looking to make it a hat-trick today, no doubt.
Yeah, I think if we play anything close to how we played at Blackpool when we absolutely took them apart, I think we're going to be there or thereabouts. But after that loss, York have kind of come back this season and they've been in good form, and it just shows if you get the 2 points week in, week out, you're going to be there or thereabouts at the end of the season.
And it's just looking to the right of us. I mean, you can hear that York City Knights have come out on the field now. Just looking to the right of us, Featherstone Rovers packed out the stand behind the sticks to the right of us, and it's retro shirt day, isn't it? Because it's the last ever rugby league game at Bootham Crescent before they move to the new stadium at Huntington. And it's nice to see some of the irregular blue and white hoops, or the butcher's stripes as the fans like to call them, being worn behind the sticks, and plenty. When I was walking to the ground, you could see plenty of shirts being worn. We're now going to have a minute's silence here at the ground. Minute silence there, immaculately observed in the ground by all supporters of this great game of rugby league. We couldn't quite hear who the minute silence was for. We're guessing it may have been for the Batley player who tragically died overnight after making his debut against Toulouse yesterday.
Yeah, sad news. And all our thoughts here at Rovers TV are with his family at this difficult time.
Completely, yeah. So on with the game today, this round 25 Betfred Championship game. All thoughts are on that now. York City Knights are going to get the game underway. Featherstone Rovers are playing from right to left, so they're playing with their back to their supporters at the moment. Will Jubbit is who gets this game underway, this all-important 4-pointer. It's a kick-off and it's a close one. Ash Golding just collecting it. It's a very short in goal here, isn't it, at York?
Yeah, well, it's because of the ground share with the football pitch as well, so we just need to get off to a good start here. Nothing stupid, just complete the first set and take it from there.
So Ash Golding going from dummy half on that second tackle. He gets tackled just over the 20 metre. Now James Harrison trying to make some inroads. He takes it up to the 30. York tackling there led by Tim Spears. Now the opposite captain, James Lockwood, he takes it over the Featherstone 40. Cameron King marshalling orders at dummy half there. Gives it to Wellington Albert, who knocks the first one off. He gets the ball away to Harrison. That's great play by Featherstone. They're spreading it out wide. Brad Day gets it away to Sutcliffe. Sutcliffe gets it out.
Yes.
And Featherstone go in for a try with Jack Render in the first minute of the game. What a start.
Oh, fantastic. What a drive from Brad Day. Looked for the gap, drove straight through it and offloads at the right time to Alex Sutcliffe. And Jack Render, a couple of weeks after signing his extension, touches down. Perfect start here at Bootham Crescent.
All started off by Wellington Albert. He went through the middle, got that ball away to James Harrison, and then York was stretched in defence, weren't they? Featherstone, great hands.
Yeah, fantastic. Just passing it at the right time, draw one in and passing it. It's a simple game when you play that way.
Lovely to see, lovely to see. That's what we like. Perhaps a little premature, the easy chant from the Featherstone fans.
Well, it is.
But it wasn't. It looked easy, but I think there was a lot of skill involved in that try, particularly, like I say, from the ball distribution from Wellington Albert. He drew the players on. It was great play by him, and he's been a great addition, hasn't he, in recent games?
Oh, fantastic! If he's not driving, the way he gets the ball out the back of the tackles as well, he's a fantastic signing.
He's not just brawn, is he? That's the thing. He's got size, but he also has that ability to get the ball away. As Dane Chisholm lines up the conversion just to the left of the posts.
And it's the way he tricks defences. You think you've got him wrapped up, and the ball will just squirt out the back, and we're away, just like we did then.
Here we go, Dane Chisholm gets it between the middle. That's 6 points to 0. That's just what the doctor ordered straight away. In this game, Featherstone in the lead, and the Featherstone fans in great voice, they liked that.
A lot of them here as well. It feels like a home game, and I think the way our fans travel, that most grounds feel that way. You know, we're travelling great numbers, and it must be a pleasure to play as a player in these sort of atmospheres.
They went for the long kick-off again there, did York, and it was taken well, and James Harrison beats the first on-rushing tacklers from York City Knights. Now it's that man Albert.
Go on, Willie.
York wrapping him up, make sure that they've got hold of the ball this time. He's 15 metres out from his own try line. James Lockwood on the charge, up to just short of the 30. King gets it out to the right, and now Josh Walters with his first touch of the ball. Just short of the 40. He's trying to get up to his feet to play. Yes. It's a mess at the ruck, and the referee, Mr. Grant, says actually that's a penalty to Featherstone.
Yeah, just not clearing a tackle there. I think it was Sam Scott, and we'll take that. We'll get the ball downfield and look to build on this early lead.
Featherstone playing against the breeze. There is a little bit of quite a stiff breeze, isn't there, here at Bootham Crescent this afternoon. It's lovely weather. It's compared to sort of days last week when it was absolutely trouncing it down. It's beautiful, dry day, but there is a little bit of a breeze. But Featherstone don't seem to be bothered by that at the moment, as Wellington Albert comes charging once again from that penalty tap. He takes it up to the York 40. Now it's out to Lockwood. Featherstone once again distributing it. It's a penalty though against Featherstone for shepherding. Dane Chisholm just going round. I think it was the back of Brad Day there. Brad Day puts his hand up to say, sorry mate, I think I got that all wrong.
Yeah, I think Brad Day was expecting the pass, but obviously it was a dummy, and yeah, probably about the right decision there.
It did, yeah. It certainly went round the back of Brad Day and prevented the York tacklers from getting to him, did Jane Chisholm. So Featherstone now, their turn to defend, as York are going to take the tap 5 metres inside their own half. Joe Porter it is who takes it just over the 40. York crowd around us screaming that Featherstone are slow to get up off him. Now York's turn to spread it along the left-hand side. It's York's first time with the ball, isn't it? So let's see what they can do. The chant of York, York coming out there. Not a lot you can do with the word York, is there?
It's not really rhythmic, is it? It's just
York,
one
York.
syllable.
Anyway, they're on the Featherstone 10. More importantly, a York. Featherstone having to defend. Great tackle coming in, and York lose the ball. Who was that who came up with the tackle over there? Because it was
Conor
great.
Carey. It was a fantastic tackle, and yeah,
went down low, didn't he?
Yeah, and it comes loose in the tackle, and we'll take that.
Yeah, read the play fantastically there, did Carey, and went in low, forcing the York player into a bit of a panic pass. Ball came loose. Featherstone going to get the scrum on their own 10. So it's been quite a frantic opening exchange here at Bootham Crescent. Featherstone now with the ball. Cameron King going from dummy half. He gets pushed back there. That's good defence from York. They'll take a lot from that. Golding. 3 or 4 York players round Ash Golding there if he can get a quick play of the ball. But the holding on
That's
York.
holding down. Come on.
Yeah, I think they knew that they'd got 4 players out of the line and they needed to help them get back. Conor Carey now takes it up to the 40. So the back's giving a little bit of rest to the forwards. Chisholm now to Day down this left-hand side. Great hit coming in on Brad Day there. Takes it just over the halfway line. It was Salter. I think he actually has hurt himself as well as the kick comes in. It's taken well at the back there by Matthew Marsh. I
think he's clashed his head there as Salter.
Liam Salter, yeah. I think when he went in on Brad Day, he certainly came off worst, even though it was a great hit on Day, and that's probably what he's been instructed to do. Certainly felt it. Yeah. And he's going to have a head test.
Doctor's just coming on now.
Well, I think he might have to have a head test. Certainly the physio's signalling that, yeah. It's going to be Marcus Stock that replaces him. So it's a head interchange, is that one?
He looks a little buzzed, doesn't he, just in front of us here?
Yeah.
Salter.
Yeah, that's what happens when you try and put a big hit on Brad Day.
Oh, he's got blood coming from somewhere.
Something on the back of his head, I think. So might have to have a few stitches in there as well. So we shall see. Depends on his head test whether we'll see any more of him this afternoon. But yeah, in fact, I think he's clashed heads with Brad Day because he's having his head strapped up as well. Look, in the middle of the field there. So I think we can confirm that Brad Day's got a harder nut than Salter has, Liam Salter. The Hulk. York fans getting a little bit anxious around us, saying that we're taking too long strapping Brad Day's head up there. So anyway, play continues. York play the ball on their own 30. It's the second tackle in the set of 6, I do believe this. So Featherstone, good defence coming in there from Lockwood and Walters, as York now trying to bring it up to the halfway line, which they do. Little scoot from dummy half there. That was by Liam Harris, the standoff. He takes it over the Featherstone 40. Last tackle's called though, and the kick comes from Connor Robinson. It's one for Ash Golding to take at the back. He takes it just inside the field of play. York trying to push him back, but he goes to ground, so he's going to play the ball just a couple of metres away from the line. Featherstone going to have to do it tough here to bring it away, because the York defence is up on them quick as they make it to the 10. Little dart from dummy half. Again, York defence in well. James Lockwood now.
Good drive.
Yeah, takes it to just short of the 40 on the 4th. Coming down this left flank now, and Chisholm with a little dummy gets it today, but that's a good tackle that comes in from York. From Stock, who's just fresh on the field. Last tackle's called. Dane Chisholm kicks it just before halfway. It's a nice kick. It bounces on the turf and then is picked up by Perry Whiteley.
Split the backs as well, which is a good. Gives us more time to get up.
Well, the chasing defence of Featherstone chase tackled Whiteley on the 20 there. So York with the ball. They're getting a lion's share of possession since Featherstone scored that try.
I think it should take them 5 minutes to settle down and realise that they need to just calm this game down, because it were a blistering start from us.
It was. I think that was Harris that's just taken them into the Featherstone half. Now the roll forward, last tackle's called, and York are just short of the Featherstone 30s. This kick's going to come in from Harrison. It's an up and under. It's going all over the place, but it's taken well there at the back.
That second up and under we've had, in fact, I think that wind's going to be a real factor today, isn't it, with them kicks?
Yeah, Sutcliffe trying to fight with the York Knights defence, fight them off, should I say, not fight with, and goes to ground. Brad Day once again getting involved in the action, trying to tire out this right-hand side of the York defence. He's seen a lot of the ball as Day, such a strong player. Jack Johnson it is now, just short of the 40. Featherstone just not making as many inroads at the minute, but that will change, I'm sure, as James Harrison takes it up just short of the halfway line. Kick comes in from Cameron King on the last. Nice kick once again, splitting the full-back and winger. It goes to ground, and Perry Whiteley once again picks it up and takes it up to his own 20.
Yeah, clever play there. With 6 points in the lead, just complete the sets, turn them round and let them make the mistake.
So York playing the ball on the 30, little scoot from dummy half. Just spotting that Brad Day wasn't quite back there and sneaks a few metres. Liam Harris it was that, he's getting involved quite a bit, is the standoff as York are on halfway. Play the ball, Jubb.
Tackle.
Yeah, it was a great tackle that came in on Graham Horn there. Last tackle's called. They're on the 40 there, the Featherstone 40. Kick comes from Robinson, it's into the corner. Taken well there though. But good York chase already, as Featherstone now have to play the ball 5 metres away from their own line. So again, the York tactics are pretty good at the minute. It's putting Featherstone deep in the half each time, isn't it?
Very tactical. It's like a game of chess. Who's going to make the first mistake and who's going to capitalise on it?
Some of the York subs warming up down there. I'm not sure if we'll see their entry yet, but just running up and down, and it looks like Salter's back, holding the back of his head. He's in the benches. Featherstone get the penalty there. Featherstone's second penalty of the game, that one.
Yeah, Cammy King just tapped and went, and they weren't square.
He's good at that, isn't he? He's so fast. So ball Dane Chisholm kicks the ball into touch. It's gone way over the stand there, so somebody's going to have to go and get that.
The popular stand.
The popular stand.
Not so popular.
No.
It's half empty.
The unpopular stand.
Yeah, the unpopular stand, yeah.
Featherstone now 35 metres away from that York line. James Lockwood with a short pass to Brad Day. Day 25 metres out. Cameron King waits at dummy half, looking for options. He's going to go to the right. McClelland, with a short pass to Wellington Albert. It was a hospital pass though, as we call them, and Wellington Albert had a York player all over him and not able to take the ball. It wasn't the best, was it, there from McClelland?
Yeah, he delayed, and I think he was just thinking about it too much rather than just playing earlier, but he left it too late, and as you say, as soon as Albert got possession, he hit straight away and it's knocked on.
There was nowhere for him to go, Albert, there. Even if he'd have caught the ball cleanly, it'd have been wrapped up, no doubt, so probably would have been best to carry on spreading it to the right-hand side there, but he'll learn, I'm guess.
Yeah, and we've got
it next time.
We've got the luxury of hindsight as well.
We have, haven't we? Yeah.
And we've not got a 16-stone man tackling us.
No, we're sat nicely in our seats in the more popular stand, in the main stand. So Featherstone having to defend once again. York just bringing it over their own 30. Play the ball. Jubb goes from dummy half. Makes 10 metres there, goes himself, and now ball's played, it's over halfway, and they get into the Featherstone half there, do York on the fourth tackle. Comes into the middle to Graham Horn, he gets the ball to Tim Spears, up to the Featherstone 30. It's good metres made from York this time as the last tackle's called. It comes to the right-hand side to Harris. Harris puts the kick up. It's going to be for Render to take once again, and he takes it well, gets clattered on the ground there, and the guy who tried to tackle him there has actually injured his leg. And see who that was, Joe Porter it was. Went in awkwardly on Jack Render on the ground and hurt his leg in the process. Seems to be okay though, he's running it off a bit. So Featherstone having to bring it out from deep in York territory once again. They're playing a very tactical game with the kick in a York as Albert brings the ball and he's on the charge. Good equal tackle though on Albert. Got him round the legs, brought him to the ground. James Lockwood now. He takes it over the Featherstone 40. His last tackle scored again. Featherstone not able to make it out of their own half. In their set of attacking six as McClellan comes with a kick. It's a long one. Bounces awkwardly actually, and he just takes it there. Does
yeah, good press.
Will Oakes at the back.
Good chase from Chisholm and Sutcliffe as well to put him straight under pressure.
It was, and York now within their own 20. It's up to Featherstone as Albert's come off the field.
Makatoa's on him.
Is it Makatoa who's come on? I was just trying to see who'd snuck on.
Can't miss Makatoa.
No, just slightly smaller than Albert. That's only a bit though. York now bringing it from dummy half up to their own 40 with Connor Robinson. Horn looking to show, and Featherstone offside, so penalty goes to York. Bit of a sloppy error that in defence to give away the penalty.
Yeah, ever since the first try, York have been on top, if you're brutally honest, and
yeah,
they're just completing the sets and waiting for that mistake, and it's finally come.
Being patient, aren't they?
Yeah.
So Featherstone going to have to do some defending here as the tap's going to be taken 15 metres away from that Featherstone line. Porter it is who passes it, and it's a forward pass from York, right from the tap. Oh my word, what a mistake that is. Graham Horn is absolutely livid.
We got away with one there, didn't we?
Oh, I mean, schoolboy error. James Ford must be absolutely, because they were under no pressure there with the, I mean, it's a tap.
Yeah.
Can't get that wrong, surely.
They have.
Whew. Yeah. Graham Horn in the middle of the field, you know, he was absolutely livid with his teammates there, and quite rightly so. Anyway, it's not our problem to worry about because Featherstone have a scrum 12 metres away from their own line, and something's going on in the scrum there that Mr. Grant wants to sort out. I think it could be a bit of blood. Back of his head, and Steve the physio has been called over to attend to it.
It's Brad Day again. I think he's lost his bandage.
Oh, has he lost his bandage? Oh dear. Well, he is the Hulk. He sheds clothes whenever he wants, you know, does Brad Day.
And bandages have no protection from that either.
So I think we're okay to carry on now. So scrum reformed. Like I say, 12 metres away from the Featherstone line. Featherstone leading by 6 points to 0 in this game. Jack Render it is, who's the first receiver from that scrum. Tries to get to his feet. McClelland to Makatoa, his first touch of the ball. Brings it up to his own 30-metre line. Featherstone will be looking to have a good set in attack here because they have been penned in their own half the last few sets of 6 by this York defence, and still they're coming on James Harrison there. It's a really tough defence. Coming down to this left side now, Ash Goulding sells a dummy, takes it just short of halfway. Featherstone just going to sneak into the York half, I think, on this next tackle. Comes out to Josh Walters. York fans calling forward. I didn't say anything wrong with it myself. Josh Walters plays the ball. Last tackle's called. McClelland it is, who puts a kick high into the air. It's a hanging one because of this wind. It's taken, though, by Makatoa. He gets the ball away, but Featherstone knock on. York are going to get a scrum 25 metres away. Oh, it's sorry, not a scrum because it's last tackle. It's a play of the ball, a turnover. So 25 metres away from their own line. Good position for York. They'll be happy with that.
The kick went nowhere as well. It straight up and down.
I think it's the breeze once again, isn't it? As soon as it goes up into the air, it's it sort of like gets pushed backwards in terms of Featherstone. But they'll have the benefit of that in the second half, no doubt. So it's a finely poised game here as Graham Horn just takes it into the Featherstone half. Will Jubb goes from dummy half, trying to catch Featherstone offside. Makatoa
on him.
Gets him to the floor. York 30 metres away from the line. Ball being brought forward now by Ronan Dixon. Good run from him. Harris puts the kick in. Out to the corner, it's going out on the full though, not the best of kicks from Liam Harris. He's not very happy with himself there, and he was going for a delicate dink, wasn't he, into the corner to test Jack Render. I've noticed that seems to be a ploy of theirs to get the kick out to Render. They must think he's a bit of a weak link in terms of defending kicks.
He's answered every call though, hasn't he?
Certainly
so
has.
far.
And scored a try.
Touch wood.
Here he is. Oh no, it's
Johnson.
Jack Johnson, that, isn't it? Come for a little foray into the middle. Golding, good play.
Yeah.
Good play by both Johnson and Golding. Takes Featherstone up to halfway. Golding a little bit gingerly getting to his feet there, which is worrying, as hopefully can run it off as the physio comes on to him. And Featherstone carry on with play with Chisholm. Today, Day spins, eventually gets wrapped up. Last tackle's called. Featherstone 25 metres away from the York line. It comes to Chisholm once again. He's going to put a kick over to the left-hand side, but it's a bit long, is that, and gets taken well at the back by the fullback, Matthew Marsh. Featherstone chase is good, and York are going to have to bring it out from deep in their own half this time. See what the Featherstone defence does. Jack Teamby's on for Ronan Dixon for York.